Guys, welcome back. So we're about to approach top of drop. As you can see, it's a direct 2 vector for us from the Melbourne VOR to the ILS-16. I'm just going to quickly cross-reference that against the dispatch to check that that's set up correctly. It's a little bit bumpy up here in the cruise today. Unfortunately, this is another commentary to the film a little bit later on, because my mic had disconnected that day. So, as you can see, I'm just inserting the ILS-16 left approach procedure. So we're going to clear the Melbourne VOR. For some reason I decided to then clear the discontinuity, then clear Melbourne, then clear Lizzie by accident, then clear the discontinuity, then Melbourne, then a discontinuity. So there we go. We've got the arrival pretty much set up there, and so we're anticipating being on the ground in about half an hour. I think that worked out. So again, just looking at the aircraft, we're up in the cruise now. Sorry about the click sounds, it's to do with the camera. Quite an impressive aircraft we're flying, I believe, the MD-11. I absolutely love it, and can't wait to do some more flights with her. So, as I said, we're going to be top of dropping from Melbourne pretty shortly. I'm going to cut the video here. Hey, So hi guys, we're back. We just had a flickering master caution activation. And that's not the way it's meant to flicker, mark my words. So, I can't cancel it, but what it's flashing for is an excess of vibrations on the number 2 engine. So what we're going to do is we'll start the APM. I should start, okay, it's not starting, it must be too high for it. So I'm going to cut the engine and we'll start a descent. So fuel cutoff number 2 is off, check. Confirm engine out, confirm engine out. Okay, we'll descend to, it's not actually telling us what level to descend to, but we'll go down to 360. Okay, mayday, 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 it's Lufthansa Cargo 456 with an engine failure, requesting descent to flight level 360. Yeah, APU's not working yet. So as you can see, we lost the associated hydraulics. I'm going to try and cross-reference, cross the hydraulic systems over, so we still get pressurization in System 2. Now, as I said, System 2's now, the pumps are off, but it's going to be pressurized. But we can start our descent pretty shortly because the engines are pushing themselves quite hard to keep us at this altitude. So, as I say, we're just going to descend to 360 and start pushing some buttons. So, it's like I didn't get it right because I didn't realise I had to right click it, not left click. I was like, what's wrong with you? Why won't you descend? And then I knew. Anyway, what I do for the, well, actually it's not pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty not self-explanatory, but so we're now descending, as you can see. Now I'm going to stop my commentary until we get to, actually I'm just going to stop running through checks, aren't I? Yeah, so I'll check the hydraulics first. Hydraulics, hello? No, hydraulics mustn't work if you blow them up. Not explode them, but blow them up as in inflate them. So we'll have a quick look at the perf, engine out descent to flight level 360. We'll just reinitialize it as the cruise of 360. Everything else is left the way it is. We'll also go direct to the final approach fix, I think. Yeah, go direct to the final approach fix, just cut some of the route off. Obviously flying this thing on two engines is no big deal, especially if we lost the number 2. But if we lose the another engine, we start having major problems. 1,000 above level off point. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that the way it is and cut the video here. See you guys back when we're landing. See you then, folks. Bye bye. Okay, guys.
Terrain.
Okay. Welcome back. We're just
Terrain.
But we're approaching our intercept altitude for the ILS at Melbourne.
Terrain.
Now, what I've noticed was it was quite a short turn to final. Final approach fix. So I'm just going to slow us down to 210 knots now. Start dirtying the aircraft up to get it ready for the arrival. And probably going to actually go gear down before the turn. I'm not sure, yeah. The airport just be over behind, disappearing over behind the pillar there. Anyway, so I'm just going to turn direct towards the ILS intercept point. We're doing quite a fast speed because we are engine out. Our VREF today's 155 I've bugged us for. And okay, a couple of things I'm going to apologise for. There is a visual bug as we approach the runway, and that's not my fault. That is, it is my fault. It's Orbex's fault. Sorry, some audio problems. Yeah, there it is, just to the left of the pillar. Ooh, hello. The reason the fuel light came on is I reconfigured the fuel panel due to the fact that obviously normally if you had left, centre and right tanks with fuel in, the centre engine, the number 2, would use the centre tank for fuel, and the centre tank was basically being unused and staying quite full. So I just reconfigured it, as you can see, to allow fuel to all engines from the centre tank. Now unfortunately the ILS here is category 2, so it gives us a decision height of 200 feet. So, turning left the next couple of seconds. Autoline's already armed. .200 knots, we'll pull that back I think. Oh, 180, 200, okay.
Lights looks live.
Okay, we'll just stick approach mode on. There's the aerodrome, we are very close then for the turn final.
Laps
But
28.
even in the real world, if you are engine out, you wouldn't be messing around. If you had the altitude already gone, there was no need to mess around going all the way out and come back in. Yeah, VREF is 160 there. There's the lights coming alive. Localizer should be coming alive before glide stop does, hopefully. Oh, okay, we might. I think the aircraft should start descending on glide path before we accept localizer without any problems. It's just certain aircraft have issues with that. There's GS, there's localizer. So the aircraft's manoeuvring itself now to go gear down now that we're turning final. And I'll bring us back to 160 knots, hopefully. Yeah, well. It was 160, yeah, there we go. 160 knots for the landing. Airport's quite close now. Got 4 miles I estimate it. That's the gear down. Quite a late dirty up. We're fully configured for the landing now. Green box is there, so everything's configured. Lights, a little bit of a light awning for them, but anyway. Because the first class boxes would be disturbed by the noise. Okay.
1,000.
So, on loc, on glide, looking good. Apologies for the glitches you're going to see with the runway surface at the airport. It's due to Orbex basically saying if you want it to look good, it needs to be 4K resolution. Not sure why they can't do it the way other developers do it, even when it's not 4K it looks quite good. But anyway. So we're on glide, on loc, looking pretty good. Coming through 700 feet. Autopilot's going to be coming off shortly and I'll fly the rest of the landing. As you can see, the windmilling of the number 2 is still going on and it's still at 14%. N1.
Autopilot.
There we go, autopilot is off now. And we'll manoeuvre for landing. For some reason with this aircraft... Oh, I always touch down to the left of centerline.
Approaching minimum. Minimum.
There we go, on glide, unlock. Looking good.
100.
So guys, apologies for the runway issues. It'll sort itself out once we touch down a bit.
20. 10.
There you go, you can just about read that we are landing on runway
Spoilers
16.
deployed. Reverse thrust available.
Okay, our reverse is fully up now. It's a fairly shortish runway.
80 knots.
I'd say not shortish runway, it's long enough. But we're fairly
60
heavy
knots.
and on 2 engines. Okay, reverse is closed, reverse idle. And coming next left. What a yeah, I can't get that. I'll get that in a second. Oop, slow down a bit there. Okay. So, this is, well. So guys, this is the end of the video. Unfortunately, at this stage, I tried to call GSX in, and somehow I crashed my sim. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you all in the next one.